Hey, it's Wellness Wednesday, and it's just so Trish. Sorry, I am a little pink. So it's January. It is getting colder here. I know. Okay, so I know. Being in Florida, and we're in South Florida, we will go from sweating hot, 80 something degrees, like it was Christmas Day, to the end of the week you're freezing cold. And it's a different kind of cold. I know y'all are like, oh, that's just so horrible because we're sitting in, knee-deep snow. No, we don't have snow. But what happens is the moisture, it's really just, the humidity is high. So it that cold feels like it just hits you in your joints. So you'll go from one end of the week, hot, sweating, to the next end of the week, you cannot get warm. So, enough about the weather. I don't know. Anyway, Wellness Wednesday. Are you noticing? That's only because I put my chin down. Okay. I have been trying not to weigh in, and I am flunking. And when I said last week I was going to take the battery out, I haven't done it yet. So, non-scale victories. I am feeling more agile than I once was. That's one thing I noticed, because in a small house with lots of people, there's always just an amount of clutter, and stepping over stuff is just unfortunately a norm. And I know you can unclutter and organize, but I'm not that person. So I've noticed I'm getting more agile and being able to step over things and not feel so clumsy. So yeah. Big progress last week was one of the things I wanted to commit to so far this year and just getting back into is walking, and hopefully running 5Ks, but you have to start with walking. So one of my goals each week is to get about 10 miles in a week, which it seems like a lot, I know, but every mile is 100 calories. Also, I just go with that. 100 calories is a mile, and it doesn't matter how you do it. It just is the amount of time you do it. So I am walking. So last week I didn't do 10 miles. I did 12 and a half miles. And I'm working on it this week. Already this week I got 6 miles in, including not so long ago, hence the pink cheeks. But I will tell you, for those of you who exercise in the snow, major props. I mean, it was freezing this morning. I was like, it's 46 degrees. So I'm layering up, and then I'm warming up, because it'll just drastically, we'll jump 30, 40 degrees in a day. And I don't know if that's normal for you. It's just not a constant. It's like you're freezing at 30 degrees at night, and you're 60, 70 during the day. It's so normal for us. But the big problem I run into is the wind. So if any of y'all exercise, I know some of y'all know this, but one of the common things to do is Vaseline your face. If you Vaseline your face, you won't get windburned as bad. I don't like Vaseline. So I either use coconut oil or I use castor oil. And castor oil is really thick. And I just do my face. And so that's kind of the glow I got going on, is my castor oil from out there. But it's not it's just tacky. It's not sticky. So I put that on there, and it was nice. This is the first round I'm doing my exercise routine, and I've done this before where I've walked substantial amounts, is walking with somebody. I'm one of those. I like to eat by myself, I like to go shopping by myself, and I like to exercise by myself. I love that. Not a lot of people do, but maybe I'm just not easily sharing with others, because I want to do what I want to do, and I don't want to be up for somebody else. So with exercising, I don't want to wait on somebody. I want to do it when I want to do it. Eating, I want to go where I want to go. I want to get my food, and I want to go do other things. Shopping, I want to get in there, get my stuff, and leave. I'm not into the whole day shopping. That's just not me. I know people who love it. My mom loves it. Maybe that's why I don't like it, because my mom loves it. Anyways, so my reason for telling you that is I've been so blessed. So I'm doing this journey with somebody who is I need somebody to push me. I'm like, I'll push you. I'll make fun of you. And I'm not going to guilt you for coming or anything. And I'm not going to be like, you can do this. I'm just going to be like, well, you'll call me the skinny friend. And you won't be that friend. we get some good ribbing, and it really helps us to stay accountable. It's like, no donuts, come on, let's go. Or it was raining, and she's like, well, I thought we wouldn't because it's raining. I'm like, you're not going to melt. And so it works really awesome because she will come over right after she drops her children off at school. My children, we take care and we go, and we can get 3 miles in each day that we meet up. And so it works out great. And now I'm getting to the point where I'm usually very like, here's mile 1, here's lap 1, lap 2, lap 3. I'm enjoying the fellowship so much that I can't keep track of what lap we're on. I'm like, is this 2, 1? What number are we on? Which really kind of goes for me being a huge jump, because usually I'm kind of so like, we're in this to, lose weight and I'm exercising, kind of mentality, that it's like I'm not really enjoying it. And I'm feeling just so thankful because I'm enjoying my walks. And I'm enjoying that time to the point like, I'm like, oh yeah, we're walking. It's been pretty cool. So, with the walking, I am thrilled because I've been timing us when we walk, just to kind of keep an idea. Not like we're trying to like keep a certain speed, but when you do 5Ks, typically you have to be done in 45 minutes. Otherwise, they kind of are like, it's over, you missed it kind of deal, and you're not back from the trek yet, unless it's a run walk 5K. So, my thing is, I'd like to keep an idea of how long it takes us and how many minute miles. I think somebody's okay. So, how long it takes us to get, to do it. So when we do, because I want to do a 5K, I'm like, you're going to do a 5K. So it started out for 3 miles. It took us just over an hour. So that's where we started 2 weeks ago. We've gotten a total of 20 miles in. And we already are at the point that we are doing 3 miles within 52 minutes. So that is just like... And I told her, I'm like, look how quickly we no, I think it was like 50 minutes. I'm like, look how quick we shaved 10 minutes off a 3-mile trek. So that was really awesome. And I'm hoping and I'm looking forward to like doing some little bit of running. I'm very well versed. I've read a lot of running books. I have run. I'm not like an awesome runner, but I know how to train. And she's like, I'm not a runner. I'm like, we're going to fake it till we make it. And isn't that the way you do it? So, we're working on... My kids are so loud. But, so we're working on that. And I'm hoping... I have to be under 180 to even fathom running. So, I'm getting there. And like I said, I've been on the scale. And I will tell you, I'm getting down. But I'm not going to tell you till the end of the month what I lost. Because I don't want to like be holding on to it. I know, and I wrote it down. Like right here, I actually wrote it down on this list that was here. I'll show it to you. I actually wrote down my 1st of January weight here. So I don't want to say my weight, and I don't want to write my weight down until then. One of the things I want to do is I'm counting. Okay, so one of my things that I'm trying to do is I have a goal to walk, run, consume 10 miles on my feet, not on a bike, a week. 10 miles a week is my goal, and it's doable. I mean, you can do 3.5 miles 3 times a week, and you can get it done. So that's what I do. And I mean, I'm walking at a good pace. I try to, and I do it about an hour. So I end up about 3 to 4 hours a week to get that done. And I don't want to be fixated on miles, but I do want to hit my goal. And at the end of the year, I can say I consumed 520 miles for the year is my ultimate goal. So I'm going to do that 10 miles a week. So one of the things I am doing to keep track of it and to be a motivator is on the back of my board, I've begun just a little one. So I got these little, whatever these things are called. They're the Avery ones. And so I have January, and then once I get towards the end of January, I will do another color for February, March, April, May. And I will do it that way so I can keep track of them. And again, that's using my, vision board. But that's going to get me to here, to that goal. So I appreciate that a lot. And it also helps me here. So I'm doing that. It does take dedication, but it is really helping having somebody to do it with. So anyways, that's what I'm working on. I am like really excited for the end of the month to see what comes of it. One of the problems I'm running into, and I'm trying to do better about, is on the Trim Healthy, is I am having a little bit of appetite fatigue. And that's where it's kind of like, you're like, I don't, you know, and I've run into this, and this is one of my downfalls with Weight Watchers that I've run into in the past. Like, I'm at the point I've got so much self-control, but yet nothing really sounds good. So I don't fall into, but even like and it's like nothing sounds good as in, I could eat this, but my mouth and palate's like, oh, we're tired of that. Or I could eat junk, and I'm like, but that's junk. I just won't eat anything. And that is what I can fall into. I'm really so much an all or nothing kind of person. So, I'm running into a little bit of appetite fatigue. And one of my things is, I love peanut butter and jellies. I mean, I think I could live on peanut butter and jellies. Seriously, live on peanut butter and jellies. And there's so many ways you could do that while still staying on plan. But I just have a hard time functioning with it. And I was so thankful this week. So dealing with appetite fatigue, I'm just like, let me go through. I mean, the cookbook's huge. So it's like, there's no reason why I should be stuck on 6 recipes. It's just having the time and mentality to think about it all when you're dealing with it. So, I did go through and explore, and there's one I have to really recommend. French toast in a mug. It's a Brianna Thompson recipe that's in the new cookbook. And so I made that. And the first time I made it, I hadn't made the syrup yet. So I didn't have syrup, and they're like, put a little peanut butter on. I'm like, I could put the strawberry jelly on it and still be within my S range. So I did. Oh, it was like peanut butter and jelly eating peanut butter and jelly with a spoon. It had the texture of bread. It had peanut butter. It had the sweetness of the jelly and the fruity. It like brought me back to a happy place. So if you are a peanut butter and jelly lover, needer, must have, consider that one. It worked out good. I'm really liking that. For some reason, I really like that recipe. It's very easy. You can mix it up in a thing and stick it in the microwave, and you got it in, about 5 minutes you got it. And you're on plan. I went ahead and I made the syrup. I don't have butter flavoring, but I had the molasses, the backstrap molasses, and I had the maple flavoring and the Glucy. Stuck it in there, and it was great. It was fantastic. I poured it in a jar. I have it in my fridge. It really was thick like you need it to be. I was really impressed. It's good. And I can eat that. The only thing I run into the French toast in the mug is I actually can't eat the whole thing. It's a little bit much for me. And Glucy is awesome, but I should do a whole nother video on that instead of just letting this one go on and on. So anyways, that is Wellness Wednesday for me. I'm feeling very thankful, and so thrilled. I got 12 miles in on week 1. So, maybe by the end of the week, I could be like 45 miles, or the end of the month. I could accumulate 45 miles. I mean, that's 450 calories I burned just walking. And I will say, I did stand in front of the mirror getting dressed. Well, not getting dressed, but I had my clothes and I walked up and the mirror was right there because I got a full-length mirror in my bedroom. And I was like, wow, we're here already? And I was like, oh. But I will say, I'm not under 180 by any means. But it was just nice to see, like, my body taking a very trimmer look to it. And I really like that word trim. Because sometimes we're caught up in thin, we're caught up in fit, we're caught up in all these words that don't acknowledge your body trimming down. So I really was like shocked. I'm like, you're looking trim. That is so cool. Crazy hair. So anyways, Wellness Wednesday,